Assalamu alaikum and what's up everyone? Hope you guys are doing well. All right, now it's time for my review on the Hollyland Mars300. Been waiting to review this guy and I've been using it and it is amazing. This is a wireless video transmission system. This is perfect for you guys that are shooting out there, doing production work, video production work, and you have a DP or a DOP, or you have a client, and you have someone that needs to be able to look at the monitor while you are shooting up to 300 feet away. So let's unbox it. Let's see what's inside. By the way, I got these accessories around here because I'm going to show you all the things that you would need for this guy to work. Okay, so this is the box. Let's open it up. All right, so pulling the top off nice and easy. Immediately you have your paperwork. So this is the stuff right here. It's good to read this quick. It's a small pamphlet, not much in it, so you just breeze right through it. It tells you what the little details are, which we're gonna go over right now. Okay, so this is the pamphlet. All right, moving on. We have the charger itself. So the charger itself has a screw on, so this way you don't accidentally just unscrew it. Okay, so here you have this little USB to micro USB adapter. This is if you need to upgrade the firmware itself. So here you have the ability to do that. Here you have your transmitter. You have two yellow caps on it. So if you remove the caps here, you can screw on the antennas, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, going over what's on the transmitter, you have these LED lights right here. So you have your video and you have your link, and then also you have your channel. Right, and this is where you would upload the firmware. So if you needed to do a firmware update, you would plug it right into here. All right, and then you have a power switch over here. Okay, so it's slightly recessed, which is pretty good. If your hand slides right over it, it's not gonna turn it off. In the back here, you have, this is where your battery slides in. Put those backwards, so you just slide this guy right in. Okay, you press the button, pop it right in, you're good to go. Okay, and on the side here, you have your HDMI outputs. So you have your HDMI loop out, and you have your HDMI in. All right, and over here you have your power cable. So this is cool. So you can you don't need to have a battery if you're fixed in. This is since this is the transmitter. So if you're set in a place where you actually have a power socket, you're good to go here. All right, underneath you have a 1/4 inch right here. So you have a 1/4. So you for mounting it, which I'll show you guys how to mount it in a little bit. And of course we said the antennas go up here. So this is the transmitter. Okay, so this is the receiver right over here. Same idea, same size, almost the same everything. So we're gonna remove these yellow caps real quick. Okay, so this is how the receiver looks like. It's very identical to the transmitter. HDMI setup, HDMI out, HDMI out 2. So HDMI out 1, HDMI out 2. This is good because if you have more than one monitor, you can daisy chain them together from here, and you can have a director and a client both viewing their own monitors. So pretty cool to have. They give you 5 antennas, which is really helpful in case you lose one. So you got 2, and an extra one right there. So that's pretty good. So 5 antennas, very helpful. And they also give you the cold shoe adapter, all right, with an extra screw, and they give you the 1/4 plate. All right, so this really helps, and this is for hooking it up in this fashion right here. So you would connect it this way, so it can go right on top of your phone, your rig, however you're gonna set it up, which we're gonna demonstrate in a moment. Okay, now let me show you how to set it up. So we installed the hot shoe, cold shoe actually, and actually the 1/4 plate. So we installed the 1/4 plate and the cold shoe right on it. Okay, this is right on the transmitter. So this is gonna go on top of the camera, just like this. All right, so plug this guy in just like that, tie it down, and looks pretty crazy, right? So this is the setup for the camera. All right, so this from here should transmit now to the receiver, right over to the monitor, and then the other side can see. Okay, so here's the receiver, here's the Atomos Ninja 5, and here is a Smallrig magic arm, and I'm gonna connect these all together right now. Okay, because the magic arm is pretty flexible, it really helps. So this setup is pretty cool. So again, so this is how it is now. Basically what I did, let me just undo it real quick. So it's all connected this way. I fold it right back up right next to the battery. Then I tie it down, and then you get a rig that looks just like this. So this is pretty cool. The client or the director can either hold it in his hands and walk along with you if you are going further than 300 feet, or he could just hold it and do whatever he wants to do, or he can even set it. There's another clip here to where you can actually put it on a stand and you can do whatever you want to do with it. So this is the setup. Pretty cool, pretty easy, not too difficult to do, and so small and compact, it works just about everywhere. You can hook it up to a gimbal instead of the actual camera itself. So I've hooked it up to the Crane 3, for an example, on the side a few videos back, and I tested it out. Pretty cool, really easy to run with, very, very lightweight. One thing you'll notice here, there's two different types of connections, which I spoke about a little bit before. So hooking it up through the cold shoe, I used the 1/4-20 plate to mount it right on top sideways. Now, hooking it up to the magic arm, I used the 1/4-20 on the bottom. Okay, so that's why it dangles like that. You could also hook it up to the top. So there's many different ways to do it. All right, so I used the 1/4-20 that's on the bottom. If you wanted to hook it up this way, that works also, but it didn't look too crazy, too big, too high. So that's why I laid it down flat. It's a lot better, a lot easier. Looks like a little walkie-talkie too, huh? Okay, we are outside and we are testing the Hollyland Mars300. We're gonna test distance, we're gonna test quality, we're gonna test overall setup. So these are all connected. I got my HDMI cable going right into my Sony A7 III, and I got my antennas pointing forward. Okay, this is 100 feet. Keep going. 300 feet. That's 300. Still good. Signal's clear. No interference. Amazing. 300 feet, no interference. Now, we do have line of sight. Okay, so here's what we got so far. Up to 600 feet, we still got a good signal as long as there's direct line of sight. So after 600 feet, if you start to go behind the bushes, the trees, and the walls that are behind the rooms back there, you start to lose the signal. So that's pretty impressive actually, because when you're on the set, technically you just need to be out of the way of the DOP. Let him do his job. So the director or the client that's looking at the monitor, I mean, honestly, 300 feet is good enough, but if you need more, you still have that flexibility. So that's pretty impressive. Okay guys, that was the test outside. What'd you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? We actually learned something new. It's called the Mars300, which means it goes up to 300 feet, which is 91.44 meters. But in reality, we were able to go way down to about 600 feet, which is 182.88 meters. Pretty impressive. Now, I tried it again behind buildings, around trees. You don't lose signal unless you are past 600 feet. You need to have line of sight. All right, well, once you get to 600 feet, you need to have line of sight to be able to have full connectivity, no disconnection, no interference. So that's pretty good. I noticed there's also a delay in the video, but it's a slight delay. It's not really much. It's 50 milliseconds. The model number for the batteries that you'll be using are the Sony NP-F750. I'm going to list all this information down in the caption below. So the Sony NP-F750. Another very important thing to note is 1.25-20 mounts on the bottom and the side plate. Very important for you to know for the little accessories that you need so you can connect them. And what else we got? It works for hours, honestly, more than 5 hours, and it still didn't die. I contacted some people that actually used it, and they use it on official production shoots with no problem, no interference, in warehouse, outside warehouse, out in the field. So very good, highly recommended. And a big thank you to Hollyland Tech for sending this out to me, because if it wasn't for them sending it out, I would not be able to do this review. So thank you again. If you guys liked the video, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Give me a like and hit subscribe. Thanks for tagging along. Assalamu alaikum.